feet together, knees wide, and just spread yourself long and just spend some time here just arriving, breathing. Take some important sighs out the mouth just to release the excess, the stress, the strain. And for those of you who are feeling great, inhale that positivity. Inhale the possibility and inhale your energy. Set your hips back towards your heels and give a little wag to your tail. And let that move your spine a bit, kind of like a snake in the grass, just rolling your shoulders and your forehead side to side. Still with some sighs out the mouth. You could even open your jaw and stick out your tongue. Let's walk the hands over to the left side of the mat and reach through the right side. Left hand can anchor the right back of the right hand. And right shoulder draws back toward the hips. And just breathe some space into the sides of the ribs, into the waistline. Back through the outer edge of the right hip. Walk your hand, if it's possible, a little further over to the left. And just take 3 big breaths into this right side. Really honoring yourself today. Caring for what needs caring. And drawing in the positivity that is already around you. Take 1 more big breath in. And sigh it out the mouth. And let's walk on over to the other side. And say hello to the left side. Right hand comes on top of the left. And that anchor point helps you draw the outer left shoulder back, the outer left hip back. And just breathe some fresh air into the left side, ribs, spaces between the ribs, waistline, arm bones, finger bones. Enliven your body. Just 3 more breaths. Maybe you walk a little further over to the right with that left hand. And on the last one, open your mouth and sigh it out nice and loud. And let's walk back to center and find our way to reaching out that right leg. So just come onto the ball of the right foot, spread the right heel back, and find your bounce. Draw your belly in and lengthen back through that right heel. And really, again, engage with your breath. Enjoy the quality of the inhale for drawing things into your life. And the quality of the exhale for letting go of that which does not serve, that which is excess. Let's walk the right foot over to the left side. So it could come outside the edge of the right side, the mat, over to the left side. So the right foot is over to the left. And you're going to reach the right arm also over to the left and really spread through from fingertips back through heel, all the way, opening those spaces. Take a big breath in. And exhale, see if you can draw elbow to knee. It's a balance. And inhale again, lengthen out, right foot to the left, right fingers to the left. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Find that balance, little core strength. 2 more. Inhale, right foot to left, right fingertips to left. Big banana shape to the body. Exhale, elbow to knee. Round it in. Last one. Reaching. And elbow to knee. And then just lengthen the arm and leg long and circle out the wrist and ankle. Right arm, right leg. And come on back to all fours and just move it around in your own funky way. Find your hips and find your shoulders, move your head, move freely, maybe in a way that you haven't in a while. Find your spine and just revel in it. Feel all the things it can do. And then come to neutral. And let's lengthen the left leg out and spread the ball of the left foot onto the mat and reach back through the left heel and find your bounce. Go ahead and just take that bounce. Let the bounce enliven you and let the bounce enliven your breath. What does it invite? What do these movements invite for you? And we're going to go ahead and walk that left foot over to the right, to the outside of the right side of the mat. And the left fingertips also reach to the right, and take that big stretch for the left side. From left fingertips down the arm bone, down through the side body, down through the hip, down through the heel. Take a breath in. And then exhale, find your balance, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round in. Inhale, leg off to the right, fingertips off to the right. Exhale, squeeze in. And last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze round. And then find your way back to reaching long. Left fingertips forward, right leg back. Big, strong, long line. And then come on back to tabletop and just move it around. And we're going to once again come to the right side and reach that right leg out long. And bend your right knee. And just reach back with your right hand for the right foot or ankle. Again, a little balance. So this time the kneecap is facing straight back as possible. It's like a dancer's pose, but you're on your left knee and right palm. Opening up the right thigh, right hip. For 3, 2, 1 more breath. Lift that leg high, release it. Circle the right arm back forward and just move around. Different ways of exploring the body. Challenging it in different ways, really important. And then lengthen the left leg out. And bend the left knee and reach your left hand back for that left foot or ankle. And see what's possible for you. It's a balance. Lifting the left thigh, opening the front of the left hip, thigh, chest. For 3, 2, it's like dancer's pose, enjoy it. We may come back to it in standing. Last breath. And release. Let's find our way to downward facing dog and just shake out your head, nod it yes, and take a moment as you're arriving here to form a little intention with your nod yes. What would you like to manifest with this practice or your day? And shake out no. And let that also be part of the manifestation of whatever it is you'd like to intend for this practice. Press your palms forward and lift your sitting bones high. Draw your belly in and back towards your thighs. Press your palms forward and draw your heart center back towards your thighs. And pull your thighs back and up, just like your hips are rising. And just arrive in this downward dog. And imagine you could spread out the 4 corners of this dog through your fingertips and through your heels, through your toes. Just pawing it out, walking it out, spending a little extra time just arriving there. And let's walk the feet together now. Go ahead and lift the right leg on up to the sky. Circle out your right ankle, circling in both directions. And lift that leg higher and higher and higher, pulling back through the left heel. Bend the knee, roll your hip open, pressing your right foot toward your left shoulder. Ground a little extra strong through the right palm. And let's take a nice circle out with that right knee. Like you're tracing a circle on the wall opposite you. And maybe it's a tiny circle, maybe it's big. Circle it in both directions. Let this encourage some breath. And then let's reach that right leg on up. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze in rounded knee to nose and step your right foot forward. Let's sink down onto the left knee. By the way, if you have blocks, find them to the front of your mat. And go ahead and dip your hips nice and deep and bring your hands to your front thigh. And just let your hips sink toward the earth. And there's a beautiful opening that happens here in the front of the hip. And now interlace your fingers and draw your palms skyward and sink your hips earthward and drop your shoulders earthward. Let go of those shoulders. Let your eyes look up. Feel into this fullness. Take a breath. And then let your left hand come down. Now you might, if you've got a block, you might want to place a block under that left hand and reach across. Another side stretch for 3, 2, last breath. And other side, right hand comes down, left arm spreads across. Really nice opening from the arms into the hips for 3, 2, last breath. Hands come down to blocks or floor. Straighten both legs and pull back through your hips. Bow your head nice and deep. Shake it out. If you like, lift the 5 toes of the right foot. You could tuck a block under the ball of the right foot if you've got that block. Spreading through the back of the leg, bowing the head down deep, squeezing the belly in. 2 breaths. Let your head go even further. Last breath. And we'll release, and we'll bend into the right knee, come on the ball of the left foot. Left hand stays where it is, and right arm comes to sacrum and spin. And let this be a real opener for the chest. So lean the heart back and extend long from back heel through crown of head. And launch your right arm skyward when you're ready. And again, lean back through the heart. Turn your heart to the summery sun. Let your head throw back as well. Inhale. And we'll release. Exhale. Let's step back to high plank and pause. And feel the rhythm of your breath. Slow, deep, and full. Again, let the breath manifest what it is that you'd like to bring about through your day or on the mat or through your week, maybe through your year, who knows. Take 2 more breaths here. Feeling the strength of this pose. Last breath. And we'll come down to the belly. And let's interlace the hands behind at the low back and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Look down at the mat so the back of the neck is long. Lift your arms and lift your legs. And really lift your chest now. And lift your arms and let that help lift your chest. And lift your legs a little higher for 3. See how high you can go. 2. Last breath. Squeeze your butt on the top of the breath. Feet come down and roll to the left side. Head comes to the floor. Reach your right leg a little back behind you just for a couple breaths. And then come on back to center and turn it the other way. Left leg rolls back behind you, rolling on your left side, reaching your arms away from you. Heart center opening. Head as relaxed as can be. 1 more breath. Let's come on back to center. Find our way strong to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Head drops heavy. Wag your hips side to side. Walk your feet together. And sigh out. Palms press forward, chest draws back. See if you can really open the space between the shoulder blades. Left leg floats to the sky and circle out that left ankle in both directions. And then lift that leg higher, higher, higher. Bend the knee, roll your hip open. Left foot presses toward right shoulder. Left armpit drops just gently, so the left palm is really engaged. And then start your circle with the left knee. And let your movement really churn your breath. Let the churning movement of the hip churn your breath. Bigger, fuller, deeper. Circle in both directions. And then launch that left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, round and squeeze in. And step your left foot forward, dip down onto your right knee. Come on up, hands to front thigh. Open the heart and drop yourself into the earth with the lower body. And just breathe into that opening. And we'll go ahead and interlace the hands behind and reach the heart high and dip the hips low. And maybe the eyes go up. Take a breath into the moment. And then go ahead, right hand comes down and left arm reaches across just for a breath or 2. Opening that side body helps to open the heart and the hips. And other side, left hand comes down, right arm reaches across. Feeling that connection all the way down this right side body. Take 1 last breath. And we'll go ahead and release. Hands come down, pull back hips, bow head low. Let the shoulders relax and release. If you like, lift the 5 toes of the left foot and place a block under the ball of the foot. How much can you let go? How much deeper can you breathe? Can you find your belly squeezing on the exhale? Really emptying out the deep, low belly. One more breath here, big, full, let it count. Releasing. Coming on the back onto the left foot and onto the ball of the right foot. Right hand stays down, left hand comes to sacrum, and let this open your heart. Turn toward the left. Pull back through the right heel. Turn your heart to the sun, and when you're ready, reach the left fingertips high and lean back and throw your head back and enjoy the ride. Taking another breath. And we'll let go and release. And simply step your right foot forward to meet your left and bow into a ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy. And if your knees want to bend a lot or a little, go for it. Your feet can go as wide as you like. And let your, if it's good for you, take your opposite hand to opposite elbow and let this pull your shoulders down and your elbows down toward the floor. You can bend your knees a lot more. Maybe that takes you a little deeper into the back body. Let your head dangle out, let your hips wiggle and your shoulders, your rib cage wiggle a little bit. We'll do a Connie special and walk the hands over to the right side, pulling back through the outer left hip, bowing your head. And then walk it on over to the other side. Hands come to the outer edge of the left foot as you pull your outer right hip back, opening side body once again. And then walk your hands back to center and toe heel your feet together and bend your knees and round your way on up to standing. And just take a moment when you've reached the top to circle your head. You're at the top of your mat, I'm just facing you. Circle your head a couple times and reach your arms out wide now and come with your head back to center and find your legs under you. And lift your pinkies and drop your thumbs and let yourself feel the connection from your heart right out through the fingertips, out through the arms. Feel the energetic connection. Make a little prayer out each hand. What would you pray for or wish for yourself? Coming back to self. Open the fingers down toward the floor, opening the inner wrists, and really spread from heart back out through the inner wrists, lifting the thighs, grounding through the feet. And then go ahead and drop your fingertips down to the floor and wiggle, opening the backs of the wrists. Breathing into the heart, and then let's ring it out and just dance it around and find your Monday noontime dance. Beautiful. And when you're ready, reach your arms up to the sky and palms touch and take a back bend. Ground through the legs, lift the heart, drop through the shoulders, lift through the fingertips and arms. Walk your fingertips along the ceiling, another chance to pray. And exhale, hands to third eye, lips, and down to the heart. And just gaze down into the heart for a breath or two. Opening your heart, finding your footing, finding your breath. Feel how all these things are connected. Let's flow. Reach the arms high, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down, let it go. Inhale, lift and lengthen, reach out, flat back. Crown of head reaches forward, tailbone draws back. We're gonna take this a couple times. Exhale, fold, bow. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Hands to shins helps you propel the chest forward and the hips back. Exhale, head drops, fold. Two more. Inhale, lengthen, reach forward, heart blooms a little bit forward, hips bloom back. Exhale, fold, bow. Last one, reach it up. Bow it low, exhale. Step back strong, high plank. This time we'll go straight to chaturanga, just hovering above the floor, arms like strong. Inhale, a back bend of your choice. Open the heart, broaden the collarbones, lift the eyes, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg on up to the sky. And exhale, we'll step forward, right foot steps. Stay on the ball of the left foot, find your balance, come on up. Into a crescent lunge. And just take a couple little baby bounces here. Spreading through the back leg, let's bend our left knee just a little bit, tucking the tailbone, drawing, zipping up through the pubic bone. Fingertips reach high, shoulders drop down the back. Take a breath. We're gonna take some touchdowns. Inhale here. Exhale, knee comes down, hands to the heart. Inhale, extend, arms bloom back open, heel draws back. Exhale, knee bends, touching down to or toward the floor. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Last one, reach it up, extend, pause here. Hands come to namaste. Go ahead and draw your left knee into the chest and pause. Squeeze your belly in. Hands come around for this balance to find the hands around the shin. Circling out left ankle a little bit. Standing firm. And then go ahead, dancer's pose. Left hand takes inner left foot. Right arm floats to the sky. Knees come together. Tailbone drops. That left thigh opens. You could stay right here or deepen it. Lifting through the heart. Lifting through the thigh. Take a breath. Feel your fullness. Squeeze your shoulder blade back and down behind you. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna open wide into warrior two. And just give a little bit of that dancey move for your shoulders. Turn your palms open, reaching in both directions. Inhale, reverse your warrior, tick-tocking your arms. Right fingertips reach high, left fingertips draw low. Breath in, walk those right fingertips along the ceiling. Let's straighten the right leg for a heartbeat. And then rebend it and find your side angle lunge. Right elbow to right thigh. Left arm extends over ear. And let's just take a quick, big, wide circle with that left arm. And let that invite breath in. Circle in both directions. Staying firm in your legs as you're opening the chest. Left arm extends over ear. Maybe right arm extends along with it, challenging your core. As you're ready, left arm wraps around behind for a half bind. Circling out that left shoulder. Right hand could come deeper if you want, down to a shin, down to a block, down to the floor, your choice. But the heart is spinning up to the sky. Take this time to enjoy. Send your tailbone back and your heart forward and up for 3. Right knee opening toward pinky toe, 2. One more breath, inhale. Feel the fullness of the moment. How can your heart bloom even more? And let's go ahead and release left knee down. Right toes turn out to about a 45-degree angle. And we're gonna check for gum under the sole of the foot. And open that right knee out to the right. And just feel into that lovely hip stretch. So you could stay high if that felt good for you. Or you could come low onto your forearms. And bow your head wherever you are. And you could stay with stillness or come into a little bit of movement here. 2 more breaths. Turning your toes a little further over to the right and lying onto the outer left hip. Reach back through your left heel. Right hand opens that inner right thigh. And turn your heart up to the sky. You're a lounging lizard. Put your sunglasses on and ask for your Mai Tai drink. Big hip and opener here, last breath. Let's release and step our way back through plank, through low push-up, through upward facing dog, pause to open the heart and the fronts of the hips, and back to downward facing dog, breath in, And a nice sigh out. Ah. Left leg extends high to the sky. Bend the knee, roll your hip open. And let's step forward back into that high lunge. Left foot steps. Come on the ball of the right foot. Find your balance. Take your time. And just bounce your way a little deeper. And bend your right knee just a little bit to find the tailbone really seeking the earth, and the pubic bone lifting and in and up and really nourishing and supporting the organs inside your body. Reach your arms high. Feel the opening, the branching, and the extending. And then we're going to touch down, knee down, hands to heart. Even the gaze can go down. Inhale, bloom open, expand. Exhale, touch down, knee drops. Inhale, expand. Exhale, gather. Last one, expand, pause here. Hands to namaste, let's fly. Right knee up into the chest, find your balance, pause. Hands come around that shin to draw the knee a little further in. Stand firm on that balanced leg. And we're gonna transition to dancer's pose, Natarajasana. Right hand comes to right inner foot. Knees find their balance, they come together. And the left arm flows to the sky, and just pause here. It's called dancer's pose, so find your grace, even if you fall. You know, some days balances are on, some days they're off. So we're gonna come deeper if you like. Right thigh lifts up to the sky, heart blooms forward and up. Fingertips give you that sense of lift, rise. Take a breath, feel the fullness of the moment. And we're gonna step wide into our warrior two and give a little shimmy out to those arms. And turn your palms open. Dive into your hips and your legs. Reverse your warrior. We're gonna straighten the left knee out for a heartbeat and just feel into the hips and then lift for the fingertips, but drop for the shoulders. Exhale, left knee bends. Right elbow to right thigh. Or sorry, left elbow to left thigh, right arm extends over ear. Take a moment to draw your shoulders away from your ears. If you like, reach your left arm also paralleling to the right, finding some strength through the core. And then as you're ready, wrap your right arm around your back for a half bind and circle out that right shoulder. And really work this pose, really evolve the pose, spinning through the belly, tucking the tailbone a little bit, spinning through the ribs, spinning and blooming the heart. Maybe the eyes gaze up even higher. Just feel into the moment. And hands come down. Right knee comes down, left toes point out at an angle. And check for gum under the sole of the left foot. And just move it around, or stillness may be better for you. How's your breath? How's your body? How could you make it even better? And let's come down even deeper onto the forearms. Maybe that's even better. Or maybe backing off is even better. Maybe noticing a part of your body you hadn't noticed before, your left knee. What's it doing? Is it feeling good? Take another 2 breaths here just to explore, to honor, to celebrate. And left toes turn even further to the left. Come onto the outer edge of the right hip. You're a lounging lizard. Your left hand is opening that left knee. And your right heel is reaching long. You know, you notice this rib cage. Sometimes we forget about that. How could you release that a little more? Or how could you gather it in a little more? What does your body need? Maybe a little of both. Last breath. And let's find our way on out of it. Let's just step the right foot to meet the left. Lengthen out flat back. Exhale, fold, bow. Shake out your head, nod it yes, and shake it out no. Take your hands to the back of your head or hair and just give a little more release. Tug or pull the hair, massage the skull, the scalp, the back of the neck, the shoulders. Find your face and your temples. And how could you let go a little more? What brings you into this moment even more? Take 2 breaths, sinking deeper, any which way. Last breath in and a sigh out. And roll your way up gently, gently, gently to standing. Reaching your arms out wide, just giving a little shimmy out like we did before. And high. Walk your fingertips along the ceiling. Drop your shoulders, say a little prayer. Exhale the hands through the forehead, the lips, the heart. Pausing there. We're gonna come into another balance. So you're gonna shift your weight onto your right foot and bring the left ankle across the right thigh. And dip your hips back and elbows are wide. And heart is lengthening forward as the hips draw back. Figure 4, outer hip stretch. Maybe the elbows meet, the left elbow to the left knee and the right elbow to the left ankle. Maybe not. You find this for yourself. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Left knee draws up into the chest and swings back into an airplane, finding your balance. Mine is quite off today. That's all right. And then I'm going to step back into warrior 2 and give that shimmy out again. And reverse my warrior, and this time straighten my right leg. Oh, opening up the right side body. Enjoy. And then hinge your hips back as the right side stays super long, 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 long. Right hand reaches forward and eventually like a clock sweep down to the right ankle or shin or block or floor. And again, the heart blooms. And breathe into this shape. Eventually the left hand opens in wingspan, reaching through the arms, through the heart, through the legs. How many triangles can you find in this pose? Feel the fullness of the moment. Expand into it. And we're gonna go ahead and bend the right knee gently. And we're gonna fly into another balance, into our half moon. So right hand comes forward of pinky toe. You could take your block with you. Left leg karate kicks up into space. Left arm flies into space. Choose your gaze carefully. It may help you balance. Extend that back leg like a dragon's fly tail. And if you like, bend your left knee and reach back for your left ankle. For 3, 2, 1 more breath. Step left foot back. Turn toes to face side of mat. And just dance out your hips a little bit, your shoulders. Find your freedom. Hands to low back, elbows draw in close. Heart blooms, eyes look up. Savor this moment. Inhale, lift your thighs, spread through your 10 toes. Exhale, hips hinge back, heart lengthens, lengthens, lengthens forward. And the hands meet down to the ground. And the head bows. Maybe it heads all the way to the ground. Maybe it dangles in space. Maybe you have a block to place it on. Draw your elbows in and let your spine lengthen out. And find just the perfect geometry for your body for this pose. And breathe. And this time open the back. And the back of the hips. Back of the spine. Back of the neck. Tuck your chin even further. Last 2 breaths. And find your way to a flat back. Hands right under shoulders. And just go ahead and walk yourself around to the front. And step your way back to a high plank. And lower all the way to the belly. And lift up into a Sphinx pose. Forearms to the floor, elbows draw back, chest pulls through the arms, pulls forward. Let the heart really blossom. Legs are strong and long and alive. And then we'll find our way to a forearm plank and then a forearm dog. Take a breath in and out. And go ahead and find your way back to downward facing dog, up onto each hand. And then bend your knees, look forward, spring step or float to the front. Reach out, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow, fold. Inhale, we rise, rise, rise. Reach wide and high. Exhale, hands go right through the center of the forehead, center of the lips, back to the heart, gazing down. Breath in, breath out. Right ankle now crosses across left thigh. And dip your hips back and broaden your elbows so the heart extends and expands. And maybe the elbows find their way all the way down to that right leg somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe you're floating in space, all good. Find your breath for 3, 2, 1 more. Opening that right knee down toward the floor. Let's rise knee into chest and fly back, airplane pose. Woo! And step your right foot back, warrior 2. And just dance it out. And reverse your warrior. Left fingertips high, left leg straightens. Hips hinge back as left side stays long and we flow into triangle pose. Left fingertips wide, sweep down to the block, or you could have the block or shin or floor. Open your heart by way of the central channel of your body. Belly, ribs, wings expand. Feel the fullness of the moment. How would you like to express this pose for you? And we'll go ahead and bend the left knee and step the left fingertips forward and take flight, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Right leg kicks back strong. And if you like, bend your right knee and reach back for your right foot or ankle. Maybe, maybe not. Last breath. How can you expand this pose more? Step it back. And straighten both legs and turn your toes in, your heels out. This time, interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look up. Lift your thighs as you lift your heart and your throat. And then hinge and fold. Hands stay clasped. Maybe you need something between those hands to help you out as you bow. Hips rise high, arms rise up. Eventually the arms reach up and overhead. So take your time with that. Be kind to your body. Be full in your breath. Find your intention for your practice. Last couple breaths. How could you take this deeper? And we'll go ahead, find our way to flat back. Turn yourself back to the front of the mat. And we'll step our way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a good sigh out. Right leg floats to the sky. Exhale, step forward, pigeon pose. Right foot steps to left wrist. Walk your way in. Hips drop down. Maybe you need a little something under the right hip to support you. Maybe even under the left thigh, front of the thigh. But walk your hands back and take a moment to lift your heart. Spread through the back toes. See if you can find the center of your left kneecap and all 5 toes on the left foot. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, fold. If you want to stay up, if that's feeling really wonderful, please, please, please stay up. And bow on in, if that's what you're choosing. Now that back leg is like a little reach to the past. So lengthen it back and really, really hang on and really let it be an anchor for you to really continue your experience of the present of the pose. Let your head shake out of it. Last breath or two. Gentle rise. Keep your right knee bent, and we're going to swing the left leg around, and we're just going to find a little rock the baby. So you could take your hands underneath your shin, your left shin, or if you want, you can crook your elbows around the left shin and just rock your baby or strum your cello. Enjoy that. And we're going to place the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. And come into our twist that way. And just spin. Just for a couple breaths today, this time. Open the heart, lift the chest, drop the hips, draw the left knee in the chest, last breath. Gently unwind, keep your right knee bent and extend your left leg out to the side. And just take a moment to bring your right hand to your right shin, knee, and just touch there, touch in. Left leg is extended out long. Take a little moment to massage. It's a good massage moment. Massage the legs. And let's use the roots of the massage to reach your left hand down. Down maybe all the way to your ankle, maybe all the way to your foot. So you're going to find a side bend. So the left leg reaches out, the left hand reaches out to the left leg, and the right arm reaches up to the sky and then over your ear. Big side bend. Right hand eventually finds its way somewhere. Maybe it's way up in space. Maybe it's able to reach the left foot. You see what happens. You find it. But you're going to find a huge, nice stretch for this side body. Last two breaths. And come out of it. And we're going to just find our way into pigeon to the second side. So bending the left knee and reaching the right leg back behind you, coming onto the center of that right kneecap, onto the 5 toes of the right foot, and walk your hands back and up. Lift your heart, sink your hips. Root to rise. And stay up as long as you like. When you feel ready, just bow into it, fold into it, or stay up. Last couple breaths. What can you let go of? What can you release? What can you notice that you haven't noticed before, or at least in a while? How can you honor the blind spots? We all have them. What aren't you seeing? Maybe you're just starting to see it. Last breath. And go ahead and keep your left knee bent. Rise, rise, rise. Right leg swings around, and we're gonna rock that baby or strum that cello. And you could use your hands on your shin, or you could wrap around. It's like a perfect little sacred geometry moment. You just work with the hip, and then stand the right foot across the outer left thigh and twist. Just a couple breaths. Just enjoying. How could you root through the hips and rise through the heart a little more as you turn and turn and turn and evolve and change and grow and spin? Staying rooted in the heart and rising in the heart and rooted in the hips and sinking in the hips. Very helpful. And unwind. And left knee stays bent and right leg extends out to the side. And self-massage. And just enjoy. And don't rush in. Maybe you want to work your back a little bit or your belly. Maybe there are parts of you. And start to really just reach for that right ankle with the self-massage. with the right hand. And eventually you reach, 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 reach. See where you arrive. Maybe take the big toe with your first 2 fingers and thumb. And then open your left arm out, big diagonal. So this could be enough. But if you want that big side stretch, reach your left arm over your ear and reach your left hand toward or to the right foot. You see, you'll know. We'll just take a few breaths with it. See if you can turn your heart toward the sun. Last 2 breaths. Where could you open even more? Where are you stuck? Last breath. Ah, rise, rise, rise. Let's lie on our backs and just take a moment to draw the feet together and just send the knees wide. And it's a little bit of a modified happy baby, rocking side to side. Now, I'd like to offer a little opening for the fronts of the hips because I know Sarah loves that. So left knee stays to the floor, and this is not for everyone. See if you got it. The top of the right foot comes to the side of the right hip. So you're bringing the top of the right foot down to the mat. And your right knee is going to be in space, but you're going to feel a really big stretch for the right thigh, yeah? And your right heel is close to your right hip, ideally. This is, in an ideal world. And draw that right knee in toward midline. And if you want, you can even take your left foot and weight your right knee. And this is a big opener for the front of the right hip. See your low back may arch. See if you can just find the sweet spot for this pose. Back off if you need. Don't do it if it's not right for you. Knee drops down to or toward the floor. Right arm, if you like, reaches in opposition. Whole right side body gets long. Last breath. And slowly come on out. You might roll to the side to come out. And just windshield wiper side to side. And let's see about the other side. So right foot stays planted to the floor. Top of the left foot is finding its way to the outer edge of your left hip. So 5 toes are facing down. Left knee may be way up in space or maybe able to come toward the floor. Who knows? So you find this. This is just a little bit of an advanced offering, but I love to offer it. It's mind-blowing and body expanding. If it feels good, the right foot could weight the left thigh, left knee. And you want to really be safe and savvy about your low back. So you don't have to have it flat down into the floor, but you don't want to be like bubbled up way into space.
Yep, great.
Robin, you're muted.
So funny, this is happening again. We're in Shavasana. So just find your way to Shavasana if you haven't. Seems about the same timing as last time that we lost contact, but let's just continue here, resting and releasing down. Sinking into the earth. Letting this practice settle through your body and offer you the gifts that it is meant to be giving on this day in this space and time. Letting go, letting go, letting go. And on inhale, drawing in possibilities. Drawing in support.
from around you. Letting go of the story that you have to do it yourself. Drawing in good energy. It's all around you. Letting go of the stale, negative. That which does not have a purpose, let it go. Streamline. Simplify. Return to ground. And take another big full breath in, all the way in, all the way into every cell of your body. Bathe your body in breath light. Nourish, expand, open, hold it. And exhale, let it go. Return to the earth, empty out. And begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And draw your hands to your body somewhere to touch or massage, soothe, or just intuit if that's a place that you'd like to touch or needs touch. And gently, slowly roll your way to your side. And pause there on your side and give yourself a big hug. And when you're ready, find your way to a comfortable seat. Use your hands and your legs to come to seated. And as you arrive in your seat, let your bones drop down into the earth. Really let it be bone deep. And let your breath and your inner flame buoy you up out of that dropping down. And breathe some love into your heart. And draw the crown of your head high as your bones are still letting go and sinking and getting some nourishment from that. Let's draw the hands to the heart. And just gaze down into your heart and ask it what it needs. And let that be a prayer for yourself today. And this is the way we manifest. We know what we need and we embody it, and then it becomes. So just honor that process. May it be so. Exhale out. Hands rise to third eye center and just let that touch lift your gaze. The light in me honors the light within you. Namaste.